Yes, very nice. Hello, everyone. I'm Louis. It's really been a long time since last time. So sorry. I've been having some minor and major physical problems. Okay, it's fine. Today we're going to introduce the much anticipated Hung 5x5. This is by XMD Mofangge. X-Men design by Diansheng Solar System. Let's look at the box first. The style is just normal. Affordable and normal style. It's actually very low-key and simple. Yet, the word hung was made particularly eye-catching. It's good. Actually, it's even clearer from the camera. If you're looking at it, it's a golden printing. It's very nice. And then this one, the pattern above, it's nothing special. It is not emphasizing its structure. It simply tells you it's a 5x5. The borders are golden printed. It's not bad at all. It's quite elegant, within traditional style. Good. It's a drawer. This box is hard. That's what you can use as a cup. That's how it works. That's how it works. It's a hard shell. It's become more popular designing now. Design like this. It's not bad. Let's see the accessories first. Okay. 压日. I have the same glasses wipes. 圣摩尔 leather wipes. If you take this cloth out and expose it to air for a long time, it's like it's shedding a little bit. I usually use my cloth instead, because I really don't want to use this. I always take a cotton towel or handkerchief to wipe the cubes, and wipe my face after the cube. Okay, I said, I really think that this cloth, not particularly practical, because it's not big enough. Here's a screwdriver for you. There's also, hey, hi, awkward. This one is Moyu screwdriver. It's written here, QY toys. This one's from Moyu. It's too similar. You two guys, how about that? We're all in the toy business anyway. That's it. It's really simple. The accessories are the screwdriver, the cloth, and the solution. And the solution is, they just want to make it simple. We've got the solution and that's it. Seriously, if you want to learn something from this, to get the answer to 5x5 cube, this is really for people who already know how to solve it. I think it's too hard to learn from it. Look at it. You'd have to work really hard to learn from it. I'm not saying it's not well written. It's too small. Okay. Usually the X-Men comes with a card. I was just about to spit it out, but yet I didn't mean it. It's hilarious. It's sitting here. I was going to say, you're supposed to put a card in. You can see it right away when you pull it out. Alright, take it back. They still have a card attached. Okay, our handsome man, famous cube designer, Diansheng Solar System, founder of XMD Racing Cube. Okay. I've heard that he is a pretty calm brother. Okay, we'll put it back. Okay, first, let's look at the cube. The first is the size, 61 millimeters. Here, for comparison, this is Moyu AR Chuang. It's 61.5 round. This is 61.5, so it's slightly smaller than AR Chuang. But I actually picked it up and compared it. It's really close. That's about right. Okay, here we go. 130 grams. And then this one is the WRM, but we've modified it. Core magnet kit from Mara. It weighs 139.5 grams, so the modified core magnet will be 9 grams heavier than his. The original AR Chuang WRM, 133 grams, so it's still lighter than the original AR Chuang. A little lighter. It's 130 grams. It's really close. Literally, they are the same weight. Okay, first let's look at the feel. This one, I've been breaking it for a while, until today. It's probably been 2 weeks. I've got it, because it just arrived on the first day. I just unpacked one. That's the one. Play with it. Break it in. try it out, play it all the time for 2 weeks, and then take films. I just opened it and turned. I had high hopes for it at first, because I already know it's the first official core magnet 5x5. Fee. It's UV. The surface is very beautiful. Very little overflow or unevenness. Just a little bit. The surface is beautiful. And it's actually quite bright in color. Myself, I'm a weak colorist, aka colorblind. When I was solving it, it doesn't make any problems. And then there's the blinding water. Can't see the color clearly. It's all fine for me. Okay, the second thing is, it's official. The first official core magnet 5x5 cube. This is actually, the structure is a milestone. Core magnet. It comes from the factory with a core magnet. So it's a core magnetized UV5. That's enough of that, isn't it? So I think it was supposed to be something. There will be an expectation. But when I unpacked it, I said, oh, the vibrations are a little bit bigger than they are now. The vibrations are just a little bit loud. And then there's a little bit of friction. There's also a little bit of resistance to rotation, but it turns out dry like this. It doesn't have a lot of lube in it. It's just out of factory. That's why my expectation from the beginning was that maybe 90, 95, that high. But I actually opened the package and gave it a few solves. I have tried for a while. It's like close to 70, 75. It's not what I expected. But then I thought of the Mofangge products. They all have one thing in common. It's that they all need a lot of breaking in. So I'm not going to jump to conclusions. That's why I brought it with me. It's been a long time since coming. I'm here to open the box for you. Well, there's another story. A few days ago, I was met Sayu Anli. He's also got a Hung 5x5. Do you know how good he did in 5x5 cubes? He's very fast, very good at 5x5 cubes. So these cubes are practically nice break-in. Very much. I took it right away and compared it with mine. In fact, it's really, it's the one that I expected. I was expecting such a high rating at first. So it's really what I want. And then there's another point. It's that he got a whole kind of T-split on the cube. So he took it all apart and wiped it off. Then wipe it off and apply the lube. I'm going to do the same thing later. Let's do a test. I'll wipe the lube off the inside and start over. Well, if you guys just bought it, don't jump to conclusions soon. You really need to take some time to get used to it. I'll start with, after 2 weeks of breaking in, that's it. It's a vibration. I still do, but it's a lot of tiny vibration, and it doesn't really look like a vibration. A collision caused by segmentation difference is just a matter of parts. It's just a slight vibration when you turn. That's not a big problem. A resistance when turning. Okay, that's the vibration, the feel of such a sub in the. AR Chuang has it too, but AR Chuang would be more light. Some bigger stones are vibrating. Then this is smaller, like sand. That feeling. Okay, the second one is its magnetic configuration. The magnetic force in the middle is really strong. And then the magnetism of the outer layer is good. It's weak, but that's because it's a core magnet. That's why in the beginning of this video, the sensation is that the whole cube turns up. It's strong here, too. However, because of the benefits of core magnets, the magnetic force of the corners is connected to the core. So when it's spinning, even though it's magnetically strong, it's not going to drive the second layer. A great feature. It won't turn around like that. And then, it's because the magnetic force in the middle is weak. So it won't be because it's like a strong magnetic. And then the second layer of this. So I think this is good. At the last steps, it's very easy to speed up. Of course, you have to break it in first, because it's not broken in. I really thought you should. You'll be disappointed right from unboxing. So I have seen some cubers in the cube forums. There are some cubers who want to sell this cube in hurry, because the price is really not. It's not cheap. In fact, it's a 5x5. It's magnetic. That's a very good price, isn't it? Okay, so, but still, overall, yes, it's a little expensive actually. Well, maybe I think they're thinking, this doesn't feel as good as they thought at first. And then they thought, well, I'm still sticking with you. Just keep using their AR Chuang. But I think they might be wrong. there's still a lot of room for improvement, especially when I tried Sayu Allen's cube. That one of his is really good. Okay, let's try it. Wipe the lube off the inside, then we'll compare. Okay, wow, you look so beautiful. Alright, here's the corner. There is already a magnet slot of the mold. Interesting. It's the same shape of Tornado V3. That's what it looks like. Okay, and then it's the edge part. The bottom of the edge parts are also very short. That's why it's got very short bottoms. But the design makes sense because AL Chuang WRM. If I have time, I'll make a video of the core magnet kit of Maru. For AL Chuang core magnet kits, I'm going to introduce this part in particular to show you how to use the kits. Okay, level 2. You can see it in this. There are a lot of anti-adhesive glue. It's all over around here. And then it's a core magnet. It's beautiful. The core magnet is transparent red. Get a closer. Did you see that? The core of the core magnet is made of transparent red. This one, too, it's got a nice look. It's pretty. This inner circle is so thin. Because the inner circle of AL Chuang is thick, it's thick. This feels like a razor blade. It's very thin. Anyway, they're structured a little differently. It's the difference make them different. Okay, so how do I wipe the lube on the side? It's not like the old days. I soaked the whole parts in dish soap. Now we just need 1 or 2 wet wipes. What am I going to do about it? I'm gonna take the top half, wipe it all off. Down here, the yellow side, I don't anything to these 2 layers. Let's do it. Let's see if it's good. Simply wipe with a damp paper towel. It'll be different. That's the difference. Don't even think about putting in the wash cube. It's too complicated and too difficult. They're really simple now. You'll be able to wipe the stitches. It's still a gap. The grooves are as big as they can be. Reach in with your fingernail and rub it. If it doesn't rub, it's pretty much done. Because you're doing as much as you can with your bare hands. If you use the tool, it may accidentally wrench the parts or something. This place has a twist. It's very small. Before you do this, you better watch out. I'm going to just rub it like this. That's it. Wet wipes. You've got wet towels, handkerchiefs, whatever. Just rub it like this. Don't let any water get inside the cube. Okay, for now, I'll just wipe it off. Then I put it away to dry and put it back. Okay, so there's no lube on the top 2 layers. We'll say wipe off most of the oil. Can you see? When I tested it just now without putting it together, actually, it'll probably suck it back in this way. Core magnetism is very sensational, but there's no lube here. It's not going back this way either. That's why I said it's rotating friction. The dynamic and static friction is actually high. It feels more core magnetic in 2 layers. There's a little bit of auto return here. Funny. Okay. What's the difference? The looped part is a little bit more sticky, but the vibration of the spinning is less. It's been lubed. Okay, I got most of the lube off. It's dry now. The sand is a little sharper. A little more sharper, and it's clearer. Because the vibrations get bigger. It's that slight vibration that's gotten bigger. Okay, core magnet is not very specific either. Feel the effect of core magnet. Okay. Instead, the second layer of its positioning feels even better. But like I just said, it also has a little more friction. So that's why I've been saying from the beginning. Do you think this is the 5x5 you need? It's just a little bit disappointing. Alright, then I'm going to do it now. Apply the Maru lube. Oh, yes. It's not enough, but it's getting faster. Wow. Yeah, it's even better when it's turned up. That's good. Well, that's what it looks like. Actually, I think if you already have AR21 WRM, if you are looking to try a different feel, the 5x5 cube for speed solving. Actually, Hung is quite good. It's not bad, but when you say, is it any better than AR21 WRM? I don't think it's easy to say. It's hard to be very clear in a few sentences like this, because AR21 WRM is actually telling the truth. It doesn't need to take as long time as Hung. No need. Well, after a long period of time, the Hung break-in, it's a lot better than when I first opened it. It's an improvement in feel. It was a great experience. I hope cubers should have this experience. I realized that this technique has progressed along with the cubes, the feeling of getting better together. What about AR21 WRM? It's actually pretty good right out of the box. I'm sure it'll be better after break-in, but it doesn't need a long time. I'd say it's good from the beginning. And then the Hung will have too, getting better after a while. They're both pretty good cubes. Both are worth buying. If you are a beginner, or you're new to 5x5 cube, you want to buy some good cubes, so-called a better 5x5 cube. I think you can check the price of these two from the looking, from the design of the logo. On the outside, it's a very pretty logo. The AR21 WRM logo is a sticker. And one good thing about sticker logos is that you can change this if you want to. If you're not sure about a cube like this, if you're able to join a competition, of course, the most direct way is to try by yourself. If you don't want a speed test, you just do something. The most common finger ticks in 5x5 cubes, you look like this. Or the changing of direction. It's all very common. Then you can do it yourself. Do it. Or maybe 2 layers on the opposite side, or a single corner, front and back, or that one-sided reversal. Let's go over the finger tricks. Then feel it. Turn the cube in your hand. Which one is better? Like this. This is actually a very simple way to compare, because it's different from everyone. It's not the same feel. No one can make decisions for you. So it's best if you can just feel the movements for yourself. How do you feel about doing it? Or rather, feel the cutting. Or the misalignment range, or what layer of it. It's really good. The more I talk about it, the more I like it. Like this one. More you in this. Thermal AR21 is generally softer, but when it comes to corner cutting, it's still a little bit vibration. It's all about cross part. A difference in height resistance. But Hung here is really good. So it's actually quite smooth. It's not bad. It's a little less like that. Sense of height difference across parts. Okay, after all, it's the newest cube. It should already have a lot of cubes, so that it can be used as a reference. Yes. The above is a very simple video about Hung 5x5. Very rough introduction. I personally recommend it. Because what I recommend it for is, after it's broken in, it's going to be really good. Don't be scared off after right out of the box. You should have more patience. It's hard to find a good cube that's such a nice cube to break in. Emphasis on a good cube. Because there are many cubes, they don't become better after breaking in. This is the introduction of Hung 5x5. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment below. Okay, then we'll hurry up and get back to work. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.